What's up? What's up, guys? Hey, I'm talking through this headset. I'm trying to. I don't think it actually works, but just so you know, I'm driving. I will not be reading comments driving a semi truck. Barely gonna even be looking at it. I'm gonna talk a little louder than normal because I'm in a dump truck. I'm gonna do a walk around the truck, show you what I got going on here, and then I'm gonna get into my topic today. So get out, show you what I got going on. I don't know. Oh, I can flip the camera. Wow, that's cool. So this is my first dump truck. Wayne bought one too. Um, this is my first day of hauling with it myself. We've been running it, but so here it is. I got an aluminum box. They call this a quad. What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you guys. So basically this whole gravel pit, there's only 3 trucks working in it today, and since I got lots to say, actually, I had somebody that just asked if it was a good time to expand, and lots of actual stuff that I talk about with Dirt Broke, who's on here right now when we talk on the phone. I'm going to be talking about that kind of stuff while I'm driving here. Oh, let me show you guys the inside here of the cab. It's actually pretty dang nice. All my trucks have the same kind of higher end Cobra radio. It's really important to be able to communicate when you're hauling sand and gravel. These 2 switches here drop the axles, and then in the cab here, it's all set up like the right way. So I got a power tarp. So I'll hit the switch here. I'll show you, and I'll see if you can see in the mirror. This arm in the mirror here, right here, that should move. Actually, I'll face it. So let me show you this first, and I'll show you the tarp. So this is my tailgate. That opens the tailgate. This is the strobes. So you don't have to deal with anybody. You're kind of quarantined in the truck. You don't have to do anything. So I'll show you. See if I can find the tarp. So that's it. I'm going to close it because I don't need it. All right. The phone might drop, but I'm going to try not to look at the screen because probably pretty illegal driving a truck and doing that. But so anyways, I just bought I got a really good deal on a truck. It's a 388 Peterbilt day cab. They're really light trucks. It's plumbed in to have a PTO in it and everything. And I had a video. It was actually a really bad video yesterday. I went live and I was trying to do some work while going live. And then I got a phone call and blah blah blah. But basically, somebody asked, is now a good time to expand? And this is what I would say. Really, I would say no. I bought the truck to upgrade, not to expand. But being who I am and stuff like that, usually I just keep the trucks because why would I sell a truck that I own outright for a little of nothing? Because no one wants trucks right now, and they're not worth anything, but they're worth about $200,000 a year in revenue to me if I can put a driver in it. So it doesn't even make sense selling them unless you actually needed the money, you know. So So I don't know. To me, that kind of sounds like a cocky answer, but about why to not sell trucks. But it's the honest truth. But my wife, she does not agree with that. She'd rather have the extra $10,000 that the truck's worth sitting in the bank, I guess. Um, but anyways, I guess the reason that I bought it is because I'm upgrading. But if I was if I, to answer the question about if it's worth expanding right now or not, it just depends if you're talking short term or long term. Um, Short term, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy. I've been looking at investing in things that I don't know about, like making money there. Over the long run, have money that I can use to do that. Um, because in the situation that I'm in, and this is why it's a blanket statement about is it hold on, please hold. The situation that I'm in, praise God, is a situation where I can expand. I'm not thinking about expanding and then thinking about how I'm going to pay my bills. I can basically shut down my company, and there's a couple different ways that I could do it, but I could probably shut down my company and sit at home for the next year and pay all my bills, my my personal bills and my trucking bills. And then I could say, so I could also, let's say I didn't shut down, but I just kept the money that I have in the bank, and then I still was working, here and there. I laid a couple people off, and I kept on going. I mean, I could keep the wheels going on my trucking company in bad financial situation for years at a crippling pace because of the sacrifice that my wife and me have made over the years before we even had the trucking company. We believe in not being over leveraged, paying for things cash, and working hard, and then but not being trapped in a situation where we have to work. And that's why I have a trucking company, is because money doesn't excite me, freedom does. So right now, everybody says one of the hardest things to do in trucking is find good drivers. Well, right now, there's a lot of good drivers that don't have jobs. So let's say that I actually am in an industry that I can take advantage of uh, being very busy, because it sounds like in my area they're gonna. Well, it is. We are an essential business, is building roads and infrastructure. In other parts of the country, that's not the case. But it might be a good opportunity to get some very good drivers um, that need the work. Now, in another video that I had posted a couple days ago, yeah, I am very nervous about what's going on. I haven't taken anybody on besides people that we've already made agreements that we are going to work together before this all happened. But I am pretty optimistic about the outcome of this. Nervously optimistic is what I would say. But I'm not really expanding. All I'm doing is upgrading my equipment to answer the question. Uh, so I'm just gonna, and I got a good deal on the truck, so I'm fixing it up, and I'm taking advantage of one of my main guys that works on my equipment. He he's he works on stuff on the side. Well, mechanics right now are like shops. There's actually not a lot. They're all dead. So it's a good time to get stuff done. If you have the money to get it done. If you don't have the money to get things done because you don't know if you have enough money to survive what we're doing right now, then it's not a good time. But But yeah, that's the main thing. Is it's a good. His wife is a bartender, so she's not working, and they have kids, and a lot of the times it's just no one to watch their kids. Well, now she can watch the kids, and he's working on my stuff, so it works out good. When I get parked, I'm gonna read through some comments here. I'm I'll show you the dump site where I'm dumping at, but it's about, I don't know, 5 minutes away. I could easily read the comments and it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I just don't. I don't want to get in that habit while driving a freaking semi truck down the road. But if you guys, one thing that I want to touch on too. I'll probably touch on it on another video, but anybody that's actually on here that might care about this, something that I think is this is crazy, but Dirt Broke was just talking about this, guys. If you guys are interested in being an owner operator or being a successful owner operator or fleet owner, he always likes to downplay himself and say that you know, this is, he just stays in his lane, but he has lots of knowledge. And we were actually talking about this the other day, and we were talking about, he was talking about one of the things that he would have did was stop focusing on buying so many trucks and just use the money from his trucking to get into other things. And and uh and I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Meanwhile, I'm buying more trucks, so it sounds contradicting, but the goal for me is it's bigger than me and me looking cool and having cool things, and luckily for me, I like trucks. So like this dump truck that I'm in, I think it's a cool truck. Like, and I get excited about this. I don't need like a fancy sports car and a fancy pickup truck, and I don't even know. I don't know what there is in life that I guess I would need. But my main thing that gets me excited is doing this stuff for the long haul, and for my kids and their kids. If it happens, I mean, I don't want to put that on them. I don't need them to take over the family business if they don't want. I'm gonna have it running so that I can sell it if like they don't need to. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. But the main thing is setting up my family to in a different situation than where I came from. I have my mom. She lives with me because she can't afford to live on her own. Well, what kind of crap is that? And I'm glad that she does live with us. But when my dad died, he was all worried about where she was going to live, and I just said, you don't have to worry about that. Obviously, she's going to have a place to live. So he died, and then they lost all their income, so then she couldn't live on her own. So, but I don't want to deal with that, and that gets me excited and gives me the drive to kind of do what I'm doing, which brings me back to what Dirt Broke said, which is, it's not about how many trucks you have. It's about what are you doing with your money, and what can you do to add value so that you can. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to buy a piece of real estate, commercial. I want to run my trucking business from it. I'm going to use my trucking business to buy my real estate, and then I want to put a landscape supply center yard on my property where I run my trucks out of. So now I have a trucking business, I have real estate, and I have a landscape supply center, and I'm the distribution of that. I mean, that's a very, this isn't something that's years out. That's a very realistic thing for me to start doing within the next, I guess I'd say, year or two. I'm basically hoping that what's going on right now affect the real estate market, because I'm about to get Truck and Mo is about to get serious with that if that's the case. So we'll see what happens. I'm just pulling up to the dump site here, guys. So I will show you what it looks like here. All right, I'm gonna lift my axles up. When I get close, I lift my axles up. Put my flash. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry about that call. So this is the dump site. It's real, not big of a deal. I got my blinkies on. Gotta just get around this truck here. There's a car behind me. No. I'm just gonna park right here. Okay, I gotta back in there, so just I'm gonna flip it around here and just let you guys look at my ugly mug here. There's so many things that you guys can do besides owning trucks too. Like, it's not about owning trucks. It's about how many trailers you have, how many of your own personal accounts do you have that you can broker freight out to. Like, the only reason that I'm running right now is because normally I have 15 trucks running. So when things get slow, I got to cut back and I can still keep my guys going. And then with this dump truck thing, I'm not. I mean, dump trucks. I've had some people comment on my dump truck video. They're all mad because I say I'm against dump trucks. Hold on here. I gotta figure this out. I'm not an expert at this PTO game here situation in this truck. You see the box is gonna raising up. But yeah, I mean, they say, oh, you don't even dump truck, you can't talk about it. I can talk about it. You know how many people own dump trucks right now aren't working? A lot. Like 90, I would say 80% of people that own dump trucks in my area are not working. And another thing that Dirty Broke and me talk about is it's not you know, they make it seem like it's such a negative thing to have relationships with people. Well, you know, and then people, they give excuses why they don't have work, because they don't, you know, they're not beer drinking buddies with somebody. Okay, so if that's all it takes, then you better start acquiring the taste of drinking beer at a bar and going out and making it happen and making the connections. But most of my beer drinking buddies are church buddies, so that's how that goes. But I do have some beer drinking buddies too. But I'm just saying that's the type of people that I more hang out with. So I'm gonna pull over here and I'm gonna see what's going on with the comments here. Oh, you know, I don't know. I just like what I do. I mean, this is so easy. I just, I just, I don't know how much that paid, but I just made a bunch of money. Just no big deal. Just get it, just dump the load, go. It's just, I don't know. I'm serious about it. I'm living the dream. I mean, I'm getting ahead. I love what I do, and the drivers that I do have are pretty dang good, and just fortunate. So Yeah, you need a job, all right. Whatever. Women do want security. Profit, wages. You're on your way, man. If you're 23, I'm freaking 10 years older than you. I was grinding when I was 23, but I had a little bit of a major setback. A little bit of a major setback. And I'm still doing good. Good advice for, let's see here. What is good advice to give us when starting and growing? Anybody that wants to say what's good advice that's on here, Dirt Broke, I would even say F Cash is King is still in here. Anybody else, just anybody that can answer that question, feel free to. I'd love for you guys to answer. But I mean, the main thing is take it one day at a time. Don't get greedy. I mean, this is all like this is business stuff. This is trucking stuff. But don't get greedy. Don't expand too fast. You got to understand that you're not going to get rich overnight or in the first few years, and then as far as trucking goes, long term, your goal is that you want your own clients and your own customers and even to become your own customer. And I'm not really my own customer yet, but that's long term what you're looking for. So those are a couple things. Good to see you, Bink. Good, good. Yeah, that dump site's pretty bad. Right now, we haven't even. They can't even get. They're having problems with the dozer. They can't even get in there uh, to get push the sand back. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, it's a long grind, that's for sure. So I think I'm gonna end this, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me around here. I don't know. I got that message, and I figured I'm gonna go live, document my first day in the dump truck here. So, all right, see you later.